from the internet.
Joe, you need to unmute.
Hello, Tim.
Hello.
Hi, Tim.
Hello, Tim.
That's better.
I've been told that if you have a problem with your Wi-Fi, that a mesh system should improve the. Do you know anything about?
Oh, you mentioned it last week. Yes,
Yes.
I know.
Several of my
Well,
friends.
I think they're probably going to change.
I've never heard of a mesh system.
How does it work?
Yes, you mentioned it last week. I don't know. I don't understand these things, but
I can't keep up.
driving is completely mad. What?
I can't keep up really with stuff.
No.
Do you know?
Fingers crossed, we're all right.
Do you know about mesh
All right
systems?
for tonight.
Yes.
There was a
That was
hesitation.
Well,
Where does one find a mesh system?
well, it depends what you want to use, it for, and how you want to use it, and how good you are at technical stuff as to whether you want to be doing it.
I
or
think
not.
the answer is no. Yes, same here.
If you have a big old house with thick walls, apparently
To get
you
through.
can get internet all over the house.
Yeah.
Where you might be struggling with extenders or the normal,
Boosters.
yes.
Yeah, we've got thick walls in parts of the house.
Yeah, so
But we've
so
got
have
an
I.
adapter and an extender where in the kitchen where Rosie is sitting, where her iPad sometimes locks on and sometimes it doesn't. But we've got a TP, I think it's the company, extender and adapter system. I don't know if there's anything to do with mesh, but anyway,
Do
that's
they
what we've
work,
got.
Martin?
And it doesn't.
Does it work?
But it's working at the moment.
Well, it does
Gary.
improve it. I think
Yeah.
It's telling
without it, Rosie wouldn't get any.
No, but I
She
mean,
wouldn't get any
it's
reception.
through thick walls, which I've got.
but it's
Yes.
telling us that Martin.
Yeah, but this system transmits it down the electric system. down
Oh,
the
so it's a thing you
electric
plug
lines.
into the electrics.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was getting.
So in theory, it ignores the thickness of the walls because it should just be transmitted by the electric cables. But even then, it doesn't seem to do it all the time. But that may be a function of Rosie's iPad rather than the TP system. I just don't know.
It was all right until last week, and then it kept. But both my iPhone and iPad kept losing links. So fingers crossed, we'll be all right tonight.
Lots of different ways of extending your signal, and it just depends
What?
There's lots of different ways of extending your Wi-Fi signal around the house, and it just depends on what's A, suitable for your house, and B, what you're capable of doing, basically.
Not a lot, technically, I can tell you. Martin's better.
Well, you
than
can't
me.
be worse than me, Rosie.
They do vary tremendously.
Well, plugging these two things in isn't particularly tricky, and it does work. I mean, without it, Rosie wouldn't be able to get anything downstairs.
Yeah. It's
Because you'd have to
basically
go
like
through about 3 thick walls.
Yeah,
Anyway,
the electric wiring in the house is quite a good way of doing it. Is to utilise that through plugins.
I mean, that's the system we've got.
Yeah, it's fairly simple.
I think I might go and get another bit of it and plug some more in.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
that's
I mean, that's what I use.
amplify the
Where do you get them from? From somewhere like PC World?
You
Yes.
possibly can.
well, I probably
yeah.
get. I can't remember where I got this one from originally, but I go to TP Link online.
Oh, I see.
Is it TP
That-
or
that's the-
DP?
T for Tommy, P for
T.
Peter. I think it's T. Yes, T for Tommy, P for Peter.
I think it's
Mind you, if you
TP
can't
Link.
get online,
Yeah. There's 2 or 3 firms that do them.
Yeah. But TP Link's the one that we've got, I think.
Yeah.
mind you, if you can't get online in the first place, then going online to get something could be That could be.
Thank you, Tim, for your compliment. Thank
Just,
you very
you know,
much.
I just
Yes.
throw that in.
We can get online. We can see you all. We can get online.
I've got the.
Now I can get online. My computer is sat next door to the router.
Oh, yes.
So
So
something
I'm
like
next to
that.
the router, yeah.
It's
Yeah,
something
something
like
like
that.
that.
It's not the same, but
It's not, what make is that, David?
That's a BT,
Oh,
and
right.
that's just the
The
extender.
BT, right.
You have to pair it
It's
with
an
your
extender.
modem, and then just plug it anywhere in the house, and it relays the
Yeah.
signal.
Well, that's basically what we've got.
you look like a rep for BT.
But it does. It has improved it enormously, but I am told that the mesh system is better, and I'm. My friend in London has one for sale, and I'm going to buy it off her cheaply and then give it a go.
Let us know.
I will.
Yes.
Shall
It's
we
this
do?
next week we'll be able to see three of you.
Shall we leave the tech support part of the meeting until the middle break, and shall we do some singing?
Yes.
Go on then. Shall
Yes.
we? Well, hi, good to see you all. Good to see you all. What are we going to do? We'll do a little warm up and some vocal stuff, and we're going to do Loch Lomond as our sort of little warm up song. I can't find. Almost every recording I found is of sort of Scottish tenors doing it in absurdly high key signatures. So I'm just gonna sing it. So you're not gonna have any chords or anything. It's just gonna be me singing and then you singing along. So if you'd like to add harmony, feel free to do so. No one's gonna tell you that you're wrong. And then we'll finish off doing the Palestrina. We've got under a page to go, and then we'll sort of put it all together so you can sing along with the whole thing. Take a little break, and then we will do the Rheinberger Abendlied, which because I was singing that, did nearly a year ago. I don't know if it feels like much less or much more than a year ago, but about a year ago. So we'll do that. Great. I'll just mute everyone, and then we'll make a restart. There we go. And as always, if you've got a question or something to contribute, just unmute yourself and shout away. Give your shoulders a roll. I don't know what I've done, but my back is very sore, so I'll probably end up doing some of that, because... Good. And shrug them out a bit. Good. And look to the left. Keep breathing. And look to the right. Keep breathing on this side as well. And look up. And look down. Big breath in. And sigh out. Good. Give your jaw a massage. Good. Remember pumpkin face, raisin face? Pumpkin face? Raisin face? Even bigger pumpkin face? Even tinier raisin face? Even tinier? Good. And then have another breath. Good. Stretch up. Rotate your wrists. Good. Stretch all the way out. Make sure your shoulders are down. Rotate your wrists again. Give them a new place to rotate to. Isn't this exciting? They've not had such a journey in such a long time. Good. Shake them out. Good. stand up. And we've done this in past weeks, but one foot in front of the other with the backmost leg just touching the chair that you're about to sit down on. And without looking at the chair you're going to sit, just sit down, maintaining the upright posture. Good. Good. And stand up with a smoother action as you just sat down. Stand up. Good. And sit down. See if you can just keep your eyes fixed to whatever is past the laptop or the iPad as you do it. One more time. Smoothly stand up. And smoothly sit down. Good. Good. Go. What should we do? Let's go. Go to a. Ooh. Yeah. Breathe in and a sigh out to an ooh. Ooh. Make sure it's a real sigh. Ooh. So it's more like you're sighing through an ooh. One more time. Ooh. Good. Go oh on any note. Oh. Good. Do the hands if it helps. It doesn't. It just sometimes helps me and sometimes it doesn't. When you go close to the ooh, make sure it's only your upper lip and your mouth that's moving. One more time. And make sure it's a sort of hot potato breath in. Hot potato. Oh. And again. That wasn't very sighy from me. I apologise. One more time. Oh. Good. Go. And good. Let's go back to R's and U's. Make sure it's still got that sigh going all the way through it, right from the beginning, right up to the last note. With me. Good. Dare to make the ooh even more close. So it's not ooh or Make it almost to the point where you've closed your lips entirely. You may find your cheeks puff out when you do this. That's probably a good sign. One more time. And to there. And to there. And one more to there. Good. Let's try one I've been doing a little bit recently. Same two vowels. We'll start really low and go ooh, and then suddenly go flip up. So it goes all together, and there's a hand gesture, which we've done in before. It's ooh, so it's a really sudden flip up to the top R. And the idea is that you surprise yourself with the R, and that you keep the same mouth position and support that you've got for the ooh on the R. You don't have time to change anything because you've surprised yourself. Good. And that just helps sort of keep the voice turned over rather than going ooh ah. It's ooh ah. Okay, that's the basic idea. Let's start Let's start down there. And to there. Let's go to there now. And to there. And to there. And to there. Good. Good. I feel that's really working down there. If not, don't worry. Try it again. In your own time. Let's do Loch Lomond. We'll start there by yon bonny banks. And you need some words. That will be helpful. Unless you're really up on your Scottish folk songs. And that's what we're doing later. There we go. Can you see that okay? Thumbs up if you can see the words okay. And thumbs up if... let's get them a little bigger. That's a bit more helpful. Let's get them right in the centre so you can see everything. Good. All right. By yon bonny banks. If you don't know this already, you'll definitely know it by the end. 1, 2, 3. By yon bonny banks and by yon bonny braes, where the sun shines bright on Loch Lomond, where me and my true love were ever wonted gay, on the bonny, bonny banks of Loch Lomond. Oh, ye'll tak the high road, and I'll tak the low road, and I'll be in Scotland afore ye. But me and my true love will never meet again, on the bonny, bonny banks of Loch Lomond. 'Twas there that we parted in yon shady glen, on the steep, steep side of Ben Lomond, where in soft purple hue the Hieland hills we view, and the moon coming out in the gloaming. Oh, ye'll tak the high road, and I'll tak the low road, and I'll be in Scotland afore ye. But me and my true love will never meet again, on the bonny, bonny banks of Loch Lomond. The wee birdies sing and the wildflowers spring, and in sunshine the waters are sleeping, but the broken-hearted kens nae second spring again, though the woeful may cease frae their grieving. Oh, ye'll tak the high road, and I'll tak the low road, and I'll be in Scotland afore ye. But me and my true love will never meet again, On the bonny, bonny banks of Loch Lomond. Good. And that's the warm-up. Give yourselves a round of applause, everyone. That was beautiful. I know it was. I couldn't hear it, but I know it was. Good. Well, that's enough of that nonsense. Good. Grab your copies of the Palestrina. And let's do some of that. Let's, you know what the whole thing sounds like. So let's just leap in where we picked up, where we left off last time. I picked straight up there. That's what I'm trying to say. You need to hear the sound. One moment. There's just some Zoom stuff which I've got to do. Otherwise, this isn't going to work. Sorry, just bear with for one moment. Not sure the sharing's gone a bit funny. Maybe it's just taking a while to come through. Oh, sorry, my sharing. Can you just check the sharing, Jenny? Bear with. Perfect. Thanks all. Okay, we're just going to start off straight with the soprano part. So you've, as always, your part's being played by the flute, and you just finished last time going. And then we're gonna start off at Anima mea. They're long phrases with long notes, so as much sighing through the whole thing as you can will serve you in good stead. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear this okay. Alright, there we go. Sopranos, that's you. We'll do the first 7 bars of your bit. Anima mea. 1, 2. Good. Same thing one more time. 1, 2. Now with a bit of alto part underneath you so you can hear what it sounds like. Altos, keep an eye out. You're next. Okay. 1, 2. All right. Altos, you're up. We'll just hear your part by itself. Basically, what we just heard. You've got a phrase that just does the same thing twice over with a slight variation the second time. You just finished right, and then your anima mea. 1, 2. Oh. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, Same again. 1, 2. Keep counting through that. We'll just do that same thing one more time, but with the tenor part quietly underneath yours. All right. Same again.
Tim, could you give the bar number that you're starting from, please?
Cool.
Did you hear me?
Yes, we do. It is a very sensible suggestion. I really should have thought of it before. 41 for the alto part. And then tenors, your part will quietly play from when you come in bar 43. Okay. Altos, 1, 2. Alrighty, tenors. The bit you just heard, we're going to hear a bit more loudly. So you're starting tenors bar 43. Your bit just by itself. Anima mea. And you just did desiderat. Then just down a note. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Just as far as that. Same again. 3, 4, 1. Good. And just same thing again. We'll put the bass part quietly underneath so you get a sense of what you're up against, as it were. All right.
Tim, can you hear me? Never mind. You can't hear me.
I can't hear you. Can everyone else hear me?
You can. I can't hear you.
Oh, that's a shame. I'm not sure what to do about that.
Now I can, but I'm just observing bar 46. Yeah, bar 46, the in the tenor part, the machine, the whatever the instrument is playing a C sharp.
Yes, I'm pretty sure it should be doing that. Let me check.
I've got it's certainly C natural in my copy.
John Rutter, the god of all things choral. Let's just see what he says. From the context.
I don't know. He said
it is.
1 minute.
It is a C sharp.
Is it?
Written.
Oh, C natural in my copy. Sorry to be a nuisance. I'll shut up.
Yes.
How odd.
John Rutter given the context, it is.
On mine, the sharp is in brackets.
Yeah, I think there's. No one really knows. It basically means if you want to sharpen something, let's do a C sharp there. So that's definitely. Okay. Right. Definitely a C sharp. If it's not in, put it in. Same place. Tenor bar 43 with the basses quietly underneath. 1 and 2 and 1. Good. All right. Basses. That bit you just heard. Let's do that. So basses you're picking up from bar 45. Anima mea. So you finished desiderat. Same note. 1 and 2 and 1. Do that for starters. 1 and 2 and 1. Come on. And a 1. And the next couple of bars. In fact, that was a silly place to stop it. We'll just do. Yeah, next one bars. Anima mea. From bar 40, 50. From bar 50. Basses. 1 and 2. There we go. Anima mea, bar 50. Sorry, bar 50. 1 and 2. And here, your whole bit from bar 45 with the soprano parts. Sopranos we're just coming back to now. All right, here we go. Basses. 1 and 2 and 1. Got to cut it off halfway because otherwise you never get stopped. All right, sopranos. The bit we just heard. We're looking at bar 49. Anima mea, which is very similar to the bit you just sung. Here we go. 1 and 2 and. To the end, or until you run out of breath, whichever comes first. Same again. In fact, yeah, same again. 1 and 2. alto. Good. Yes, with a bit of alto quietly. Up to bar 52 last time. Let's pick up halfway through bar 52.
Tim, I think you've got a problem with you turning your mic off and on. We're not hearing you. Just try speaking. Can't hear you. Try again. Try again.
A little bit better?
No.
Oh. Really don't know what to suggest. All right. Is this better? Okay, I've unplugged the fancy mic, so I don't know. It's something to do with the fancy mic, and I don't know what.
Tim, it was fine before you just before you unplugged.
Oh.
We can hear you now. It's up to you.
If this is working, I will leave it like that and not sing, because that tends to distress the sort of inbuilt laptop mic. All right. Just one more. No, let's just not touch anything. All right. Okay. Fine. Lovely. Great. Altos. Bar 52. Ad te Deus. After 2. Oh. No. Oh. Oh, 1, 2. Great. And same again. Oh, 1, 2. Super. And with a bit of tenor underneath. Here we go. Oh, 1, 2. Good. Don't be distracted when you suddenly cross parts with tenors in the last 3 bars. All right, tenors. Let's pick up from bar 51. So again, it's very similar to other material you've heard. Anima meat te Deus. 1 and 2 and... Sorry, there's your starting note. 1 and 2 and 1. Lovely. And same thing again. 2, sorry, there's your starting note. 2 and 1. Good, and let's put it together with the bass parts. You hear those two together. 2 and... So there's your starting note. Get it right, Tim. 2 and 1. Super. And basses, we've just got a tiny bit of your part left to go. Let's hear it from upbeat to bar 55. Last beat to bar 54. Basses 1 and 2. Good. And same again. 1 and 2. Good. And because that's such a short bit, basses look back to bar 50. Anima mea. Let's go from there and string it all together, and you'll have the alto and tenor quietly above you. Bar 50. 1 and 2 and... Good. All right. Let's go from bar 40 exactly, and I'll start playing the parts where you start doing the anima mea sections, if I can. This will be a bit fiddly, and you may come in a little early. All right, all the parts together. So sopranos, starting through anima, and then altos coming in. Sopranos there, altos there, tenors there, basses there. All right, here we go. Sopranos. After 1 and. Oh, 1 and. No, not after that. Now after that. Oh, 1 and. Isn't it a lovely cadence? Exactly the same thing again. From there, starting with sopranos and all the other parts coming in as in order. Sopranos there, altos there, tenors there, basses there. Sopranos. Oh, 1 and. tenors. Sicut Cervus. Here we go. Oh, so tenors coming in there, altos coming in there, sopranos coming in there, and so are the basses. So everyone comes in on that note, except for the altos, who come in there. Ready? Here we go. 1 and 2. Super. Good. How'd you get on? Any bits anyone wants to check? Let's do it with proper recording, and then we'll take a break. This one's a bit faster, but very beautiful. Not much faster, just a little more up tempo. Same starting notes as before, obviously. I think, yeah. Tenors there, so sopranos, so are basses, and altos are there. Here we go. Yes, this should work. Oh, here it comes. that's all with that. I hope you, if you didn't know before, you enjoyed getting to know it. I hope if you knew it before, you enjoyed getting to know the other parts in quite some detail. Good. Let's take a 6-minute break. Jenny, if you could put us into rooms, and then we'll come back and we'll do some Rheinberger. Thanks. Hello. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening, one and all. Hello.
How are things in Cardiff?
Things in Cardiff are fine.
You're
Yes.
We are
We are out of lockdown just as you guys go in, which I feel is sort of rude to the point of gloating, really. But you know.
Yeah. Well, we're hearing all these stories of people who live on one side of the river or the border and they work in the other, and vice versa.
Yeah, I mean, poor them. They must. Yeah, they don't know where they're coming or going. Yeah, don't envy them.
But I think everybody's got a smile on their face since we've heard news of this possible vaccine. So.
Yes, I vaguely saw the headlines and then went on to other things. What is the word of that?
Well, the Pfizer one in the States, and I think it's Germany and the States, isn't it, Mary?
I think so. Yeah. And it's definitely Pfizer. Yeah.
They're really very optimistic about it, aren't they?
Mm.
Yeah. They're talking about starting with the oldest people, like in care homes, and then sort of gradually getting to younger and younger and younger people in 5-year blocks or something.
That sounds very sensible.
Yeah.
It'll be a real military exercise, won't it, to get it all?
Will.
It's quite a challenge too, because it's got to be kept more or less frozen.
Yes,
Yeah.
Very
minus
cold.
80.
That's be quite a challenge to get it to the
Mute
side.
it, Barbara. Barbara, you're muted.
Oh, sorry.
That's better. You did a good impression of a goldfish.
Bit like Tim, really.
Yeah, I don't know what was going on there. Sorry about that.
Before your mic went funny, Tim, you went sort of bubbly, and then Jenny said disappeared. Yeah.
Broken up.
How weird. I'll play around with the mic. To be honest, the mic just needs to be returned to the shop. There's a problem with it, but it's never been that problem. Anyway, so it needs to go back for a number of reasons now, but so hopefully it shouldn't
How long
re-emerge.
have you had it?
Not so long. From September, I got it around about the 2nd or 3rd. So I honestly have no idea. I've no idea what's happened to it, but it's.
Perhaps it's got a bit of loose soldering inside. The connections aren't quite. Yeah.
I mean, the microphones are such delicate things. It doesn't take much for them to all sort of go a bit wrong. But it's been fine so far. Well, sort of. I mean, it's a good bit of kit apart from not working.
It doesn't work.
Apart from that, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Most electrical things.
Yeah.
They do work.
Yeah. How are you? How's your eye?
It's fine.
It is now. Good.
Yeah, but I still can't because it's the one they've done. They put a distance lens in, so I still can't. I can't read for very long.
Oh dear.
I get quite tired. So I'm hoping the idea is when I have the other one done, then I'll just need reading glasses, and it will be fine.
Well, do you know when they're doing the other one?
Well, hopefully not so long. I've got an appointment at the end of the month, hopefully.
Fingers
and
crossed.
the nurse, follow-up, and the nurse did say if I decide then that I want to go ahead and have the other one done, they haven't got much of a waiting list.
Oh.
So, so hopefully, I'm just hoping.
So were they just doing one at a time in case they did one and then you discovered that actually you could see fine with one eye, or what was the don't know. Fair enough.
I don't think
They always do one at a
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Some
one
people
was
really
worse
hate
than the
it.
other.
Yeah.
My left eye was much worse
Mm.
than the other one was, so that was why they did that first. But now I really need to have them evened up.
Mm.
But you're not an inpatient, are you? You just do it as a day case.
No, I mean it's amazing. I went to Westbury to the Whitehorse Health Centre.
Yeah.
It's amazing. My appointment was 2:15, and I was out by 3:30.
Oh, that's
Well,
excellent.
at least that,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
COVID shouldn't affect you,
No,
should it
I mean,
really? Because it's not as if you're taking up a bed
It's not a fun
for an
afternoon
hour
out,
or so.
I was about to say, yeah.
Yeah.
but it's not. Yeah, it's
Brilliant.
amazing.
Mm.
Really amazing. You know, the effect afterwards. It's
Good.
like a little miracle.
Yeah, actually.
Good.
I had a cataract operation when I was very young.
Did you?
I mean, so long ago I can hardly remember it. I think I was born with it. I mean, it's very hard to tell if kids are born with cataracts because they can't say like, oh yeah, my vision's a bit clouded, but more so in the left. Yeah. Anyway, so but I'm pretty sure I did that as a day patient. But then you probably can't trust a 3-year-old to sit still while they.
I used the bed.
Yeah.
You do have to keep still.
Yeah.
That's not a
I
problem,
don't
really.
think I knew that you could have a cataract as young as that.
No, I
yeah.
didn't. No.
I think the problem with mine was that it just affected the vision at an important developmental stage. So the thing I really remember was having one of my eyes patched afterwards to try and strengthen the other one, which I just hated. And they were. I used to get jealous when I was older and saw kids going around with like sort of fleecy eye patches which you could just put on, because I had the sort of stick-on one that every day you'd have sort of be like ripping off a plaster.
Oh,
So,
dear.
yeah.
My youngest grandson had to wear a patch over one of his, and he had different dinosaurs, felt dinosaurs that went over his. Yeah, because he had a squint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did it?
It's worked. He's okay now. It's straightened
That's
up
good.
again. But yeah.
That's good.
He was 9 yesterday, Barbara. Where's that gone?
Ollie.
No. Where's it gone?
I know.
Yeah.
So have you been having a big party then, Tim, to celebrate that you can have other people in?
Not yet. We've got Caroline and I went out for a meal last night, which was really nice. But there's nothing else planned. I mean, the really nice thing is that I'm getting to do an in-person rehearsal with my church choir tomorrow.
Lovely.
I mean, it's a small choir, so we're with sort of 5 or 6 of us. 6 of us. We're nearly at the limit of what can be safely done. But just getting together in person and making music, it's going to be really nice. So yeah, that's going to be my celebration. Sorry.
Was that in Wales? You're not in Oxford. Are you in a choir in Oxfordshire?
I used to have one in Oxfordshire, but I gave up all the Oxford stuff when I moved to Wales. So no, I didn't actually. I had no work. This was the only bit of regular work that I had in England. Yeah, so no, it's good. Right. Yes, I will see you back in there.
Yeah.
In fact, I'll just let that do its thing.
Oh, dear.
Right, let's do some. Oh, I can hear myself. Let's do some Abendlied from Rheinberger, and I will.
It's a horrible noise.
That is literally just my voice, just loads of times. If there were 300 of me, that's how I would sound. You're lucky there's only one. Let's do some Rheinberger. Schön. Okay, I need to make sure you can hear the sound. That should work. Alrighty. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear this okay. Super. Well, here we go then. Mute myself.
Tim, how many pages are there meant to be? Because it's Rosie. How many
Hello, Rosie.
pages are there?
There's meant
Can
to
you
be.
hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. There's meant to be 4 pages. I think I'm looking at a slightly different copy now. Is that right? The one that I sent round, there's 4 pages. Are you missing one?
I haven't got enough.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's my fault. I think I missed 2 pages. I've only copied Rosie 3 pages out of 5 in our score. Johnny, you better come upstairs and do it from here. No, it's my fault. I didn't quite. I could see you were looking quite confused.
And you thought that it's probably
Johnny,
your
why didn't
fault.
you come upstairs?
Well, I can only say
mine.
that I'm disappointed in you, Martin. I was expecting better, and I hope that
Well, as an
we'll improve
accountant,
for next time.
I was an accountant. I could only count up to 3.
One, many, and lots. Good. Let's do it again. I forgot to give anyone notes, which isn't very helpful. So here they are. Right, sopranos. C, A, F, soprano 1, soprano 2, alto. That's the first
Sorry
chord.
about that.
And then, I'm just gonna mute the gardeners.
There's 3 pages.
That's a bit better. Lovely. C, A, F, and tenors and basses. Your C, A, with your A minor chord. Nice. Here we go. Let's just get all our ducks in a row. Mute myself. Super. I think that's all from me. I have Rheinberger facts to leave you with. If you'd like a Rheinberger fact, fact number 1: he was born in Liechtenstein. I think he is the only famous Liechtensteinian composer, which is not surprising given how tiny a country it is. Fact number 2: he taught the composer who wrote Hansel and Gretel. He taught Engelbert Humperdinck, who, if you didn't know, was a late Romantic composer as well as a 1970s pop star, and wrote Hansel and Gretel, which is a wonderful opera. Go listen to it. And you can sort of hear in the opening, the opening of the overture, which is beautiful, it had for four horns, that's sort of the sort of German rural romantic thing, which he is very much his own, but also Rheinberger has beautifully. I think those are my only two Rheinberger facts, but they're quite nice. Good. I think that's all from me. Thanks.
Rheinberger wrote some magnificent organ pieces and sonatas.
He did. I think he was he primarily an organist?
I think so.
He certainly wrote more organ music than I can imagine someone who wasn't an organist writing. But yeah, there's so much music of his out there. Because he could just sort of sit down and write a motet in sort of before breakfast. He's incredibly prolific. It's just so much.
The Rheinberger Mass in the concert ones.
The Rheinberger Mass is truly beautiful. It's in E flat. It's all very much in this Abendlied feel, but it's got a sort of slightly wider tonal range of sort of moods. And the harmony writing, the part writing, is just it's amazing. If you don't know the Rheinberger Mass in E flat, that's your listening. That's your homework. It's not for anything, but it's still your homework.
Have a look at it.
It's really beautiful. It's double choir, which makes it just a bit harder, especially if you've only got 6 tenors. Suddenly you're like, It's just so unfortunately, but there's loads. I mean, if you want to do some Rheinberger, there is. Oh boy, there is some Rheinberger. The trouble is, because so much of it's unrecorded, it's just trying to work out what's sort of fine and what's really good. There's a setting he did of Gretchen at the spinning wheel, the same one that Schubert set, which is incredibly famous. And his song is, I mean, you look at it, you're like, wow, you've really copied that. It's all the same. It's in the same time signatures, in the same key signature. All the motifs are like just slight variations. It's quite embarrassing, but it's good. Anyway, enough from me. Enough Rheinberger facts.
There's a Mass in C as well.
Oh, was that the one that you were talking about?
That's the one I sang in a concert once. Yes, that is not double choir. That's a single choir.
Well then. Well, the Rheinberger Mass in C.
C, we could do that.
I am putting that down.
169, there we are.
Go for it.
It's not too long. It's it's reasonable size and available. The scores are available.
Beautiful. Thanks. I will see you next week. Thank you for people who are sending in suggestions. They're really good. There's some Christmassy stuff which is coming up. And I have a vague plan that on the last session of term, and I can't remember offhand which one that is, but on the last one, we're just going to sing through part 1 of the Messiah, because that seems like a really nice way to finish. And I'll find a really nice recording, and we'll listen to all the solo bits, and we'll just sing it all the way through, and that'll take about an hour. So that's what's happening on the last week. The rest is all up for grabs. And if anyone would like to we've done some of the part 1 movements before, but if anyone wants to check any out in a preceding week, very happy to do so. Otherwise, love to see you all. See you next week.
Thanks,
Thank
Tim.
Yeah.
Thank you, Tim.
You too. Bye.
Oh,
Very
I
good.
wasn't anyone. Beautiful. Nice one.
Farewell, all. Farewell.
Farewell.
Hello.
Have
Okay,
good weeks. Keep on surviving.
Keep singing.
Keep singing. Keep listening. Keep musicking.
Keep safe, everybody.
Absolutely. All right.
Okay.
Night night.
Bye.